Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Projects, where we take a look at some of the biggest NFT games on the blockchain right now. We've got a few updates, some old projects, some new projects to look at. So let's get right into it. Okay, so let's kick things off with Undead Blocks because we have a big announcement for them and an opportunity for you to get involved in. So Undead Blocks, a multiplayer zombie survival game, if you haven't heard about it, very similar to Call of Duty Zombies, where you can participate in tournaments and earn Z-Bucks tokens. There's rare NFT characters and weapon skins that you can get in playing with some of these tournaments in the future as well. They have a huge collaboration with GameStop NFT. So this website is in beta, and this is where you can actually get skins for common loot coffin, rare loot coffins, and legendary loot coffins, priced very reasonably. I say in line with where the market is, being that, you know, weapons were being sold for quite a lot. You know, when ETH was around about 4,500, it was 1 ETH for a pack of like the AK, MP5, pistol, and a knife, and some perks. So this is very reasonably priced. What I'm unaware of 100% is whether these are just weapon skins or whether they are actually the weapons themselves. I'd imagine they'd be the weapons themselves that you could use in game, but maybe they're not going to have, you know, just to say, to guarantee any daily earning potential. So they also come with a lot more perks down the line because of an event that they've got going on around Christmas. So if you want to pick up one of the original collections, you can see these are the Genesis weapons were on there. Floor price of 0.1 ETH on 5 for just a pistol and a knife. There is an Apocalypse collection as well. The floor price for those is at 0.139 ETH, so a little cheaper. Throws in a little shotgun in there on top of the knife, so it's probably better to pick up that. But the weapon skins that you're going to get are very low end on those. So with the NFT collection, let's take a look at some of the options that you have in terms of the ones that you can, the weapon skins that you can pull. So on November 30th, now it's 5 days away until their collaboration with them, and these are the selection of the weapon skins that you can get. So we see all these kind of like basic form going all the way to the gold version. Melee weapons looking really cool. So the axe is looking awesome. So they're going to be very much kind of showing off. Like I have the rarer skins if you are lucky enough to pick one of these up. And there's going to be extra perks. So 30 days of giving will be included alongside this. So this will give you a chance to win one of 100 Apocalypse weapon packs, holiday themed skins, loot coffin goodies, culminating with their gold and silver ticket item giveaways on January the 7th. You must own a loot coffin to participate. So this is going to give you a chance to win some extra perks potentially and get some very limited edition items that when this game goes a bit more mainstream, I think a collaboration with GameStop is a huge way to kind of get involved with doing that. Then you know, some of these rarer skins now might go for a lot down the line. So I'm definitely going to be picking up some of these. I'm probably going to pick up 3 legendary packs so that I have a chance to get involved in this. Because this game has so much more coming from where it is so far, the events that have been released. And so we have new multiplayer footage here. So we've got these random boxes that give perks you can get involved with. That'll help you along the way. But we see it's a co-op version here where you can actually collaborate with somebody to take down zombie hordes. I feel like this is a lower res version. What's that? Oh, a sneak peek of a new zombie. So we have Blood Box preview, Eva's debut, boss football player zombie. Oh, that's what that is. And unlimited waves. Who's ready to squad up? I am. Yes. This is going to be really cool when this comes out. It's just going to add that social aspect to it. More updates include Heads or Tails power up, new zombies, and fresh animations. So this is very early days, and this project has made really good progress within a really short amount of time, giving utility through NFTs straight off the bat. So it'd be a great thing to get involved with. So go check it out if you haven't already. Undead Blocks down in the description below. Next up, we've got a new project which is super exciting. It's called Helix, and it looks great. So this is what is looking to build a really high quality, very like GTA style game, a universe that you can get involved in. And yeah, it looks like it's going to have everything to it. They're going to have the LIX token tournaments going throughout it. Got cars that you can actually you can check. Wait, can you check out somebody's cars and see that? That'd be cool if you could see somebody's cars. It's who it belongs to, but steal it out of the wallet. And I don't think you can do that. We're gonna have customizable wearables as well in game. I mean, I want this samurai mask, please. Trying the samurai mask. We've got sneakers. That's cool. So there's gonna be a whole element of wearables being a big feature within this game. We've got Hitman. Somebody got a Hitman skin. Jump out the window. It definitely looks like Hitman, right? Oh, glasses. Then we've got sports cars inside the house. Q2. I mean, just from the quality of it, like you can just tell from the reflections on the floor, like they're putting a lot of effort into the design and it looking good. I mean, that looks pretty sweet. Jumping out of airplanes. Looks like you can do very similar things to what you would be doing in GTA. You got goals, find and secure the treasure. And there's been loads more footage being put out. So they have an NFT sale coming up soon, a land sale. They had the Founders Pass sell a while back. Shout out to King Corey who made me aware of this project very early on. And he'd actually bought a Founders Pass. I think they minted for like 0.15 ETH and now worth an ETH. Yeah, so there was only 5,000 of these up originally. So full price is now 0.77 ETH. And there were perks with this, so there's already been 2 card drops. That I think Corey showed me. So yeah, the Helix Mystery Car Gold and the Archipelago Cruise Master. 2 cars that got airdropped for holding the Founders Pass. So great to see that those passes are that have utility to them as well. Land sales on the 15th, and so you still have an opportunity to get some NFTs from this project if you like the look of it. Do Founder Pass get land for free? Do they get free? Yes, every Founders Pass you hold grants you 1 free land mint, the Founder Penthouse. You don't have to do anything right now to claim it. So all they'll do is a snapshot before the mint date. So you could pick up a Founders Pass. I'm not 100% on whether that they've actually minted now, because it may that snapshot has been because it may have been they were worth more during that period. Take a look at the activity on this project. We can see that so the £1 Founders Pass minted for an ETH, sold for an ETH there. Then just a day ago, 0.768, around 0.6 to 1 ETH on average. So with this, you'll also get 3 months early access to play Helix. A Founders Pass will be entitled to exclusive airdrops, free land, exclusive designer clothes down the line as well, supercars, and much more. Their EA Pass will become Helix's tightly knit alpha community and be a pinnacle of the development of the game. Holders will have the opportunity to be best beta testers and take part in the most elite blockchain gaming community. So it is definitely quite an exclusive club with a collection of 5,000 to be able to get access to the game early and to be able to be part of an important part of the community. The first game that does truly bring out like a GTA NFT version is going to do very, very well. This has the quality, whether it has the gameplay to it, I'm not sure, but you know, it'd be cool picking up some land for this and like actually owning it in a map, a limited map like GTA, and you know, one that might you'd have to save up loads or very few people would own in the game. So it's cool that you can actually buy space for it. These projects is all about taking a risk on, do you think that they have the potential? And yeah, they might not reach exactly where you want to get them to, but it could be that one you may miss out on it. So this one definitely looks like it has the quality, but you know, whether it has the gameplay and you know the quality there, I'm not sure. That's going to be something that we're going to see in future updates. But they are aiming to be the world's most immersive metaverse in the blockchain game space, so definitely worth a follow. If anything, I think just to keep up to date with the project, and if you do want to get involved in that land sale, you could potentially get some, pick one up, and you also get perks with that, it looks like. So land holding rewards include, if you have 2, you get the F1 Bauhaus race car. You got 3, you get a T1 tank. 4 lands will give you a Predator jet. 5 lands will give you a Poseidon yacht. So some extra perks and utility out of owning more than one of those NFTs. Yeah, check it out down in the links below. Next up is Chronos Dawn of Time. This is a project that I looked at a while back and thought looks like a really good, solid platformer style post-apocalyptic RPG that has a lot of character to it. I love the game designs. I love the like lightsaber lizard, the dinosaurs. It just seems to have loads of quirky elements to it and look like a fun platformer. And it's launching this month in beta, so that's why I'm talking about it today. It's big news for it, being that it's going to launch, so you get actually hands-on experience with it. So it's going to have 2 elements, like the platformer element to it, going through levels and taking down bosses, and then it also has this builder element to it as well. And you've got that security with that, in that it is launching on the Elixir platform. So you can download it from there and play through that. So you don't have to worry about, you know, downloading anything and getting something that's going to potentially hack your wallet or anything. Really, really safe to use. You know, I definitely think just a good security check when downloading anything or checking out any project is look who's following them on Twitter. If they've got, you know, these many people that are, you know, I've worked with Carnage Carnival, the Bonus played their game on CryptoStash's stream, Vorto I have heard of, Elixir game launcher, and obviously Kagi, big name in the blockchain gaming space. So, you know, looks like they have that legitimacy. Just good kind of practice to do that with any project you're looking at new. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking forward to when this comes out in beta and hopefully get my hands on it so we can actually have some gameplay to show you on this and start playing the game. It's nice to see we're getting a variety of different games in the NFT game space now, not just one of one type. You know, auto battlers, we're moving way away from that, and we're getting into platformers like this. We're moving into these first-person, third-person shooters. So really excited for the NFT gaming space going forward in the next year. Next up, we look at a project that is very old, like one of the earliest games in the NFT gaming space to release, you know, the announcements that they were producing a game, and they've made very slow progress but very steady progress towards a goal of creating something that is more long term. When they first released Myst, it looked very different to what you're going to see in some of the clips today, because it was very blocky, very low res, and they decided to go for a game that was higher in quality, as you can see from the artwork like this, and just create a game that's better for the long term. And I think they've started to make it moves in the right steps from doing that. There was a kind of there's a lot of games that were trying to build these blocky style, very simple game design, and I don't think they were going to last. They wouldn't compete against mainstream games. But we have these much more detailed design on these characters, and they have launched their so just recently they launched their Myst Launcher Hub, so you can download this now, and this will give you access to the pre-alpha. However, you do have to have either 100,000 Myst tokens, which is roughly about $1,500, so that's a big way to go over, or 3 to 5 NFTs, or tier 3 to 5 NFTs in your Myst wallet. So it's actually cheaper to get tier 3 to 5 NFTs in your Myst wallet than the 100k Myst tokens. So to be able to get a tier 3 NFT, you would have to go take 2 level 1s and then use them together to make a tier 2. and then 2 tier 2s to be able to make a tier 3. So you could just go onto the marketplace, which you can find on the website, go to auctions, and then go to level, and then go to 3, and you can see that the cheapest on there is 1,000 USDT for there. So you could pick one of those up for cheaper than having that much missed. The thing is, if you do buy the NFTs, they have been out for a long time, so we are probably at the kind of like lower end of this, and also the token though, so the token could increase because of just historically what it's done. It has been to those heights where it's come down to where it is before, and then July 2021, this was a huge time. I think I made some buys. I don't know if it still keeps my history. So I made some huge buys around here and was able to sell up around here, and then it came down again, went back up again, came down, and it's been down for obviously a while through this bear market. It had a little bit of a jump here as well, but we've really at the bottom for where the token is at now. I mean, if it did go back to all-time highs of even up to here, 27, you're talking like a 20x almost. So that would be huge, but it's just whether NFT gaming tokens are going to do that anymore. I don't think they're a safe bet. NFT obviously going to have that utility, and you can always sell it back, usually around about the same price, being that the market's still the same and the game isn't released yet. So when this comes out in beta, there might be more demand to play the game. Where we're at currently, then we have this Mist launcher. So let me just switch to that. What we have is a let's make it bigger so you can see it. We have a hub where you can actually check out the games, all the articles on the project, so you can get to know all the different elements, the different classes that you can have in game. And they have the marketplace there as well, also coming, well, version 3 coming soon, and they have friends system where you can add people and keep in contact with them. So as you can see, I don't meet the requirements. I actually have 3 NFTs that are tier 1, and I'm not buying 100k Mist tokens because to play the pre-alpha, I don't think it's worth that investment, and I don't know where the token price is going to go in the current market, so I'm not really purchasing any tokens. And I'm happy with I don't really want to invest $1,000 into any NFTs, because I do think entry price should be around $100 to be able to just play a game, and whatever perks you get in the future you get with that, and whether your NFT goes up or not, it's not a risk, it's not a high risk. So if you're making a $1,000 investment, it's quite a high amount to put and lay down, a lot of risk to put down if you're going to put towards an NFT or a one single game. So when we do get access to that, when it becomes a bit of, when the requirements become lower, we'll obviously get to look at some gameplay of that. And if you go on the socials, you can see some up-to-date footage from the game, some clips. So I mean, this is way back in April. This is some footage of battling system between two characters, and looks clean. But we move forward into December now, and they've continued to make updates, improvements, like improving any bugs, hub stability, things like that. And game design's looking great. Love the neon-esque element to this character and their mount. I love the fact that they've got like the background detail of them. I don't know if that's any magic that they're using or just kind of random lights that are going on in the background. It just looks pretty cool. I think they have some improvements to be made in the user interface though. I think the health bar and the like stamina could look cleaner, or mana. But yeah, looking like it's coming along well. If you take a look at the keybinds, you can see that the game's going to have a little bit more variety in terms of gameplay, with running, dashing, jumping, attacking abilities, mounting, and interacting with things. What I really want to see now is gameplay, what it's going to look like in terms of content. So if they're building an MMORPG, how much content are they going to have in the game? Having worked on this for a long time, I think we've seen that they've done a lot of work on improving the look of the game, but are they also made the same improvements to looking at the quality of the project as well as a whole? Because I want to see some solid gameplay from a good MMORPG. But as soon as we have the footage, of course, I will release that. Finally, let's just take a look at Aperon. They have just made a couple of updates on the socials. So we have just a lot of game footage from their testing. And so we have their battle here with the card system, which I personally really love the look of. If you play games like Clash Royale or Castle Crush, those games have so much replayability that I think this game could do very, very well. The question is, how long is it going to be until we get that full game that we can get hands on? Here's another little scene that they're working on with all the End Storm ability. Loads of enemies to charge. A little kind of delay, so you're really going to have to place that strategically and know your cards when you're playing them down. Because you might think, you need to know where to position that, how long it takes for it to build up, so that you can deal with them like that. But yeah, that kind of variety in gameplay, I love that. And I will keep you up to date with as soon as we've got developments in this project. They have a November development report that they put out. One thing that's great with Aperon is that they've always made consistent good communication with the community, and also put in like little fun events, ways of interacting with the community as well. So yeah, I think they've got that locked down, and I look forward to when we get the game released and we're able to play it. But as soon as we know that, I'll let you guys know for sure. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you need to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.